Take you guys through my dating life in my 20s, my singlehood era, which has been the last 5 years. We're going to touch on the summer house scandal.
Women can be very delusional sometimes. Acquire things from men that we shouldn't actually require.
I just see so many frustrated niggas out here. I don't want them to start punching y'all, man.
Don't have the energy to like pretend.
You kind of have to be this person that she expects you to be for one.
He has that one shortcoming. You're not willing to. That's going against my boundaries and my standards. You gotta go, shorty.
So you had a hard day and be the man that she needs in that moment.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Big no for me. You have to understand, I didn't grow up witnessing that.
What he wants, and he stands on that
Yeah.
But I also look at it like we're the same age, and I'm like, okay, you're still mad young. We're mad young.
Yeah.
We're still learning ourselves. So why not give people grace? Like, say you find a phenomenal woman, and she has that one shortcoming. You're not willing to. That's going against my boundaries and my standards. You gotta go, shorty.
So if women have those boundaries, it's okay. But when men have those boundaries, it's seen as, well, why won't you work with us? How come you don't compromise?
Yep.
Why is it bad when we have boundaries? I don't understand. I genuinely do not understand that. When we have boundaries, it's like, how could he? What? What's wrong with a man having boundaries? What's wrong with a man saying, hey, there's certain things I'm just not going to tolerate?
I guess I'm just thinking like, all right, if a woman comes into your life and there's like certain things that you don't like about her, but you genuinely want to be with her, as a man, you would be like, let's just say she comes home and she's just pissed off and let's use the words crash out. You don't have the patience or the grace to be like, hey, baby, I know you had a hard day, and be the man that she needs in that moment.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Big no for me. You have to understand, I didn't grow up witnessing that.
Big no. That's what men are saying. See, what happens is these females, they've gotten away with it, right? They talk about dating for years. I can crash out. You know, they talk about crashing out like it's a cool thing. And you heard what the man said. I didn't grow up around that. There is a lot of black men out there who don't grow up around those environments. Of course, they may see it from time to time, but they're not growing up with, yeah, sure, Keisha, that didn't give you that money. Like they don't grow up like that. So it turns them off. That's a complete turn off for a man. But let's continue.
I want to take you guys through my dating life in my 20s, my singlehood era, which has been the last 5 years. We're going to touch on the summer house scandal. We're also going to talk about my TikTok crash out.
Oh, thank you.
Which is actually what inspired this episode, how independence and wanting love can coexist. Then we're going to end off with some self-care tips.
You know, men got tired of this. You see how I was like, yeah, I'm going to tell you all about my life. She's not going to tell you how she's on 10 different psych meds. Seriously. Men got tired of this. Men got tired of them. I'm going to tell you about this. Oversharing. We're in the oversharing era. And with the more females overshare, the more black men are leaving. Men don't like tolerating this. Why would a man deal with this?
Dealing with women. Like, it's I think, that's what you get to an age, where you're like, I just don't have the energy to like pretend. There's a lot of pretending going on.
For sure, bro. It's like it's like you have to kind of be this person, right? That you kind of have to be this person that she expects you to be for one, right? Then secondly, you have to like be tolerable of the she comes with, because God forbid you have an issue.
Bro,
with
one time I
says.
slipped up,
Right.
I was out with this chick, right? And I was like, the only reason I put up with half your because you're pretty.
Yeah.
She was like appalled. And then I'm like, I'm joking. I saw the pussy leaving her.
Damn.
I saw it. I'm like, as soon as I said it, she was like, she thought she was like a great person.
Yeah. Bro, every girl thinks that they're a good person because they don't cheat. I said it's like,
because she doesn't cheat. As far as you know, do you know how many times I've saw trade phone challenges? What always happens in the trade phone challenges? The guy finds something. It's like, man, This whole time you thought that was just yours? It's your turn, bro. Right now. You're out on this date with her right now. This is your turn. It's sad that it's like that in the West. It's like that. And what happens is females get a little bit older and they slowly start changing. And then they're a good girl by the time they hit 28, 29, 30. They're not giving it up to everybody anymore. They good. They start becoming more understanding. That's what's happening in the West.
Keep a man in your life.
A man that makes me laugh, is fun to be around, that I can do the simple pleasures with, makes life easier. I also want to make his life easier.
What are some of the things that you want to do for him?
I want to support him in his career and ambition, health and fitness. I want to support him emotionally, help him become a better man, a better person, a better son, brother, father, whatever it is.
Well, men are typically self-sufficient. So what makes you think he would need you to help him with these things?
I think men portray themselves to be self-sufficient, and a lot of them are, but I think there are things that a woman can bring to the table that they don't have on their own. I think everyone needs support, man or woman, so I think that it's just support.
And how old are you now?
I am 28, soon to be 29.
28?
Yikes.
Did you always have this mindset, like back when you were 22?
No, I think you evolve.
No. She didn't have that much. You see, it says evolve a lot. She evolved into the perfect female. She got to get married now. I'm 28.
Over 27, unmarried, female. What do you call this lady? 剩女, which means leftover women.
The clock is ticking. What happens if your eggs don't work right? Then what? Did you ever think about that? But let me let it talk.
Evolve a lot. You go through your relationships and things change. Your perspective changes. I wouldn't say I'm the same person that I was at 22. I've always been a lover. That hasn't changed, but my perspective has changed, yes.
So when did you really truly realize as a woman that you needed to bring some form of value to a relationship with any man that you date?
I don't think I have to realize that I'm bringing value. I think I'm just going to be myself, and I want a man to be himself, and if we feel that we align, then we align. I don't really think it should be so dependent on like what you bring to the table and what I bring to the table. I think it's just if we align, we align. But at that point, I think I was probably 26 when I figured that out.
She was probably 26 when she figured it out. I won't say, I'm not one of those guys that say she doesn't have a chance. She has a chance because at least she figured it out. At 26, that's still young. She still has a chance. But she didn't ruin a chance, but this is what has you. Now you're backpedaling everything that you believe because you have to, because no man is dealing with it. But check this out.
In 2 years, she says 2.5.
Being together 2 years
and a half.
You see that? She said 2.5. She counting the days. And that girl fine as ever. Thicker than a snooker.
If your woman gave you a guilt-free pass to sleep with any woman in the world, would you take it?
Guilt-free pass? The only person I want is her. The only thing I do say to her, though, is I wish I met her earlier.
Before she was with her previous partners.
Before she was even in the sandbox, baby. I wanted to meet her in the sandbox. I want to be like, remember Rugrats? In the sandbox, growing up together.
When you really love someone, you want to see them grow. Well, we're blessed to at least meet each other now.
Super blessed right now.
If he gave you a guilt-free pass.
No, there's no such thing.
Look at that. There's no such thing. She is happy with that man.
It's a guilt-free pass.
Do you care about the amount of previous partners your partner has had?
What's important is meeting somebody where they're at and seeing if you guys connect. Because in this day and age, not everybody's for each other. Everybody's for themselves. So yeah, it may bother you from time to time, but you grow past that. And I think a serious relationship is built on growth. And to me, like I said, I wish I met her in the sandbox, man. Rugrats.
Do you care about his past partners?
He never met me before that, so how can I blame him on his decisions in the past for that? I mean, it's not like, yay, you had a past, But it's like, I understand. We live, we grow, we have our own experiences, and there's monogamy ever since. So that's what I care about.
That man didn't even have to leave the country, and he met her. And you see the people, look at her smiling. They're smiling. He's peaceful. He's happy. He got love. This is what men want. And the thing is, you don't just see that she's feminine. You can feel it in her aura. And she cares. He says 2 years. She says 2.5. Who cares more? She's counting the days. She's counting the hours. She's counting the seconds. That's what men want. Reciprocation runs the nation.
How long have you actually been in Barcelona?
6 years.
6 years.
Long time.
What made you make the move?
Spanish girlfriend.
Man, you know, I tell guys, flat plane. I forgot how I said it, but I usually say it as a joke. This guy actually did it.
You made the jump for a relationship.
No, I came here first and I met her, so I stayed.
So how different, really, are the women in Spain as opposed to America?
Every girl all around the world is more or less the same.
Doesn't matter where she's from.
I've slept with every country here.
Why didn't you find a girlfriend in the US as opposed to here?
They're kind of just like materialistic in America. Like girls here could be a slut also, but like in America, they're just like Instagram, everything crazy, like ass everywhere. Every girl the same, but I think girl here is a little bit more respectable.
And how long have you been with your girlfriend?
I broke up with her like 3 years ago, some shit.
So are you looking to commit to a woman now or no?
I mean, I have a girl waiting at my house right now that just came from London, so I'm going back to my house right now. But honestly, bro, I've knocked like 300, 400 out here at least.
After being with that many women, you don't think that ruins what real love could be?
No.
Why not?
I mean, all these women I've slept with, it's just for sex. It's not like I'm like falling in love with each of them and losing a part of myself. It's just like a fun night. It's nothing special.
It's for sport.
It's for sport. It was for sport. Fuck a girl from every country, do all this, you know, but now it's getting a bit boring, but yeah.
Do you feel like you're still capable of actually loving a woman now? Truly?
I hope so. You know?
Man. I'm speechless. I have nothing to say about that.
Hey, yo, I'm with y'all. Listen. Nah, I think my shit is real. No, I be in. Pop. Yeah, I know y'all seen that video. Anyway, so black men. Hey, yo, shout out to black men that's getting money, being with your families. Listen, I don't care what type of girl your girl is. I don't care. Listen, as long as you with your family, that's all that matter. I'm gonna say something to you, internet motherfuckers on here, cause y'all listen. If you between New York City, Philly, whatever, y'all know the rules. You don't talk about no man, wife. You don't talk about no man, wife, none of that. All right, or chill, kid, whatever. You already know. I ain't gotta say it. So anyway, to you pandering ass niggas, stop telling other men to hold other men motherfuckers accountable. I'm not dick policing another man, and I'm not holding another man accountable because these other hoes want to sit out there, put themselves in a situation because they want to pookies and ray-rays and not the nerds or the so-called squares. Get the on and you. No, seriously though, you. I get money. What you do? And not on the internet.
Yeah, you know the wild thing. You already know who's saying that. Who tells men to hold men accountable? You have some men that do it, but it's mostly these females. And what are they doing? Talking about dating. What he's explaining is them explaining, and not necessarily Pookie and Ray Ray, because girls are getting smart to that. They're not dealing with Pookie and Ray Ray as much as they used to, but they're still doing that. I'm sure they're still doing it. I'm not in the West, but I'm sure they're still doing it. But they're dealing with Tyrone, Chad, and saying hold those men accountable. How? If you're giving it up, they're taking it. It's not men's fault. And you want the guy, say if it's a regular guy, right, out there working, grinding hard, because that's exactly what he was saying. I get money. So imagine it's a guy like that. Say I'm going to go to the gym, work on myself. You know, I'm talking to ladies, but I'm finding females that are into me. And you telling him to hold Chad accountable the guy you slopped off 2 weeks ago because he ghosted you, hold that man accountable. That can get any girl he wants. Force him to commit to me. Hold him accountable. Direct smack in the face. And where's it happening at? On TikTok, females talking about dating. So many podcasts after podcast. It just doesn't stop.
I think is really important. I feel like a lot of men are tired of women, and I actually understand why, and I get it. Us as women can be very delusional sometimes, and I know people might come in the comments and hate me for saying this, but it's very true. We require things from men that we shouldn't actually require, especially if you know you are not interested in that man or want anything from that man. You still require him to treat you with things that you shouldn't really be obtaining. And if you think about it deeply, if you had a son, would you want your son to spend money on a woman that he doesn't know is sure about him? Would you want your son to consistently be putting himself out for a woman that does nothing in return for him? Now, I'm not saying that a woman should bend over backwards for a man that's not her boyfriend or her husband, but I'm saying give a little where it's due. Do you get what I'm saying here? I feel like a lot of the times as women, we dismiss men. We dismiss how they feel. We dismiss their boundaries, and we kind of make them feel like less than. And it's not nice. Men have emotions. They feel too. And I feel like even when we as women say we want our man to have emotions, we want him to have that, as soon as he lets out his emotions, what happens? He's gay. Or he's a... Do we need to have more grace when it comes to men? Or are we at the point where we as women are just tired of men, so we just be saying what we want to say in retaliation to the anger that we feel inside for them? Comment below.
Man. We're at the point now, this day and age, you understand why men don't care. I know you guys do, but female shit, she does. I think more should. Because they continue doing the same thing, saying the same things, like they don't understand. And I gotta tell, and I said it before, and I'll say it again, because a lot of times it'll be the females who are not qualified to get certain treatment. I gotta say this: every female deserves to be treated like a lady. Like, for instance, if you're a girl with no standards, a man will treat you like it. Yeah, I know guys say you keep your standards too high, but you should have some standards. Don't have them to the moon, but you should have standards. So, and I say that because I saw a female who, before she went to church, she started to become forgiving, and then after that, she got a husband. The only thing messed up about that is she's like, oh yeah, I tell these ladies to have standards, and she's shouting it to the mountaintops now and bragging about it. You're allowing Satan back in. But anyway, I want to talk about this because that's what's happening. That's what these females are doing. What she was caught up in is talking about the dating. And these females talk about dating, holding themselves up to a higher standard. Men see this.
I don't do coffee dates. I don't do park dates. I don't do no free dates. I don't do none of that. You got to take me out to dinner.
We know, Flat Purse. We know you can't even afford dinner. That's why you begging everybody to take you outside.
This man.
Now, I had to pause it, guys, because you see her and you saw the guy that was with the Spanish girl. That guy wasn't best looking dude around. She would get with him, and that's how she would be talking.
And though he took me out to coffee.
And she probably wouldn't talk like that.
And he was the one in a million where that worked out. The coffee date.
What made you? Well, why did you allow that to happen?
Because
I was lonely.
Had a conversation for like 2 hours the day before.
I was lonely.
Because I got to know, I had got a little bit more insight on where he's at in life, and like we had a lot of similarities, and it felt like it was it felt like I could even be friends with him if it didn't work out. relationship wise. So then I was
That's
like,
how everything should be.
I will consider a coffee date. Girl, yes, I've
And
been
it's
on coffee dates, and and they was just cheap because they didn't want to take me out after that. It's like after the coffee date, they were just like, oh, let's go hang out at my house. You know what I mean? Like they never really tried to take me out on a real date. So I would say, okay, the coffee date, I would be like, the coffee date is okay, but the other coffee dates that I've been on, it was literally, it felt like the investment wasn't there. And I would say to a dinner date, they're probably going to take you more seriously because they're investing more money into that than a coffee. I could just like, whatever, like it was coffee was $2. Like I'm not going to miss it. But, oh, this dinner was like $100. Like,
so that means they're cheap. If you're cheap as I don't care. Because I invested in this $100 meal, now I'm gonna try to be more serious with her. I just want. That's all it is, really.
No. See, this is it. This is it. Because I gotta be real with you, ladies. It's wild because the video I reacted to yesterday, the female didn't like the way he talked because he was just a man. She thought he was too cocky. It's a difference between cocky and sure of yourself. And when men speak like they're sure of themselves, it's a problem. So this is what's happened. We're at a day and age where a lot of men are sure of themselves, very sure. And why are men so sure? Because we see the results that we're getting. We see what can happen, what happens on the other side. And it's beautiful on the other side. You saw what happened? The man dated out. Just even look at the guy that went to Barcelona. It was wrong what he was doing, but he was getting women left and right. He said 300, 400 guys. I was like, whoa. I couldn't even say nothing. This is what happens when you leave. I was at a loss for words, but you see what they're asking for. You know how many of those girls you took out for coffee or not even? Just met them and slayed them? Like, and I say that because it's real. I didn't take females on dates at all when I was dating in the West. Like that's kind of like a sucker move. But girls see certain guys and they go for them. And guys know this now. Things are changing, ladies.
Ladies, how long y'all gonna fight this battle, man? I'm telling you, ladies, niggas tired, man. I just want y'all to just give in, man, because I just see so many frustrated niggas out here. I don't want them to start punching y'all, man.
Brother, I'm going to pray for you. I'm going to pray for you. You see this girl? She is soaking it up right now. You're a victim. Why would you get on the internet and say this, bro? I'm going to let him keep talking.
A frustrated man will punch you. And I don't want that for y'all. Let's get back to, you know what I'm saying? Not even get back to, let's just enhance the in-house cooking. Ladies, y'all treat sometime. Call and check on you, nigga. You get what I'm saying? Cause I don't want to see a world full of black eyes around here, man. Cause these niggas, it's frustrating. It's a recession. They tired of that. They keep on kicking out money to get to know you. They tired. They tired of you saying you healing. I just don't want to see y'all head get twisted around, man. Cause I'm really on your side, yo. So just, ladies, just throw in the towel. And just, you know what I mean? Cause I don't want to see y'all get a punch, man. I don't. Lord knows, nigga, 3-piece.
Do I really have to speak on this one? Ladies, they want a return to the old days. And the good ones, like this one thinks he is, are co-signing the violence. If he really did not want to see us harmed, he would be directing messages toward his broke, frustrated, and angry brothers.
Broke,
but instead
frustrated,
he's telling
and
us that we need to get back into the household.
I wonder why they left.
Cook more, cater to our men, check on them, spend our money on them. Ladies, I hope you understand what is going on. Bend at the knee, get back into the house, or we are going to hurt you. That is what they're telling us over and over and over.
Brother, this is why. This is why I did what I did, and I suggest any other man do the same thing. But it wasn't for the females. I could have stayed home and knocked them down. I ain't going on no dates. I don't have a problem. I'm not lying either. No dates. No dates. I was that a-hole that girls like. You know, the a-hole that keep it real and tell them how it is? That was me. I took him to McDonald's to meet Ronald. Straight up. Like, you want to meet Ronald? You want to go sit his lap? Come on, let's go inside. Sit on Ronald's lap. Give him a lap dance. You think girls from the hood don't like the funny things like that? Like, sit on Ronald's lap, give him a lap dance. We want to have a time of my life at McDonald's. Drink a bottle. Drink a bottle. And throw a fry in their mouth. God, I know it come across like jokes, but this is me. I'm being for real. You know how many of them are going for that? Oh, he has fun. He's like my friend. That's my homie lover friend. These girls are nuts. That's my homie lover friend. To the end. I will always keep my calendar open for him. He make me laugh. Your girl said that? Yeah, I want a guy that makes me laugh. That guy that make me giggle. I let it wiggle anytime for him. You want me to turn around? These girls is going. They still going, bro. So if you going through that, I don't know what to tell you, man. You know, a lot of time, like everything I say, when I say a guy has to wait it out, that and a lot of men know that. Somebody giving it up is real. Don't ever say anything like this on the internet again. But yeah, y'all, thank y'all for watching. But also, I got to say this, because when I came over here to the other side of the world, I came over here on my own recognizance, not YouTube. I can teach guys what I do. I hire people for dollars and turn around and make thousands. I can literally show you how you can turn it from 0 to thousands in 10 minutes. I have consultations with guys like, oh yeah, and I say that too. I state that I said it in a video that you'll get it in 10 minutes. I'll show you in 10 minutes. And they go, you showed me in 5. I'm not lying. And then it's things they knew and go, I didn't know. It wasn't broken down to me like this before. And then I showed them how you can have an offer and how you can have 8, 9, 10 offers and people working them all. And I saw companies do this from 0 to 3 million in 3 years in the Philippines. What people don't realize, a lot of Filipinos, like the guys that are starting these call centers, they start from the ground up. Regular Filipinos start doing it, boom, hire people, and they end up with out here in the province with a whole call center working for them. Or they end up, with a whole agency, with agencies making multi-millions. This is no joke, guys. Definitely reach out to me. Link in the description. And I teach this all. You're not paying a college fee. I teach this all for $100. Why? Because I want everybody to be able to make it. I want everybody to get free. But yeah, guys, thank y'all for watching. Be sure to check me out. And also, I put a lot of thought into these videos. So it's free to subscribe. Be sure to subscribe. Other than that, peace out. See you next video.
The Iceman is coming!
Winter is here.